Hi, folks. It's Michael Johnson with ndg360.com. I've been taking more and more YouTube shorts, so check me out at youtube.com/@ndg360. Here's my new format here. I talk about the short over here, and I'll back it up with data from a map over here. So this short I just took at the corner of Girouard and Sherbrooke, looking southward on Girouard, illustrating one of the problems that I see out there in NDG, and part of the reasons why perhaps I believe that we have, quote, such bad traffic. Like look at the effectiveness of this design here. Here's two buses, two pretty popular buses, the 105 and the 17, stuck. And I would put a little like downward smiley face there. Stuck in traffic. And here's a gentleman on a bicycle right here who just walked his bicycle and then got onto the bicycle. So I suspect upstream he was on the sidewalk or something like that. So this is like part of why it sucks sometimes to ride the bus, because you're stuck in traffic, which creates this kind of vicious circle that no one rides the bus because it sucks to ride the bus. So everyone drives, and then more and more people drive, which clogs up the streets with traffic because, you think about the scale. It's like could be like 1, 2, 3, 4 people here, 4 individual people here in the cars, versus like sometimes these buses will be packed with like maximum capacity of 50 people on a single bus. So the bus is really a much more efficient use of the space and can deliver much more people, which is something that is critically needed. So it's interesting to note, right, a lot of these lines start at Vendôme. And why is the 105? The 105 starts at Vendôme, I believe. So usually it goes this way, and then along Sherbrooke all the way. And often right here it'll get jammed, just stuck in traffic, big long lines of traffic. Also a lot of traffic here because there's kind of like convenient access to the freeway. So you can go down here, down to Carey, get on Saint-Jacques, and zoop, immediately like get onto the highway right here, right? This is kind of the way that we build NDG, is maximizing the sort of perceived closeness and access to the highway, which ends up screwing us over, I believe. And Sherbrooke intersection is kind of an example of that. There's an off-ramp here. There's an on-ramp here. There's this off-ramp here that comes and like swings around and dumps you off right by the library, which is right here, and also continues here to Sherbrooke. And there's another exit here right at Maisonneuve, and then people turn left here. And there's this access here. It's kind of crazy. And there's another one at Girouard, right? A lot of the people that are going this way on Girouard are searching for this little tiny exit here, which then zoop gets you on the highway. So it's like there's an on-ramp here, off-ramp here, off-ramp here, on-ramp here, off-ramp here. Another on-ramp here. And meanwhile, there's not a single bike lane. It's like there is a single bike lane here on Maisonneuve, where everybody needs to stop here anyways. And there's kind of like bike lanes on Girouard, right here, but they're just not really. They peter out at the intersection. So there's a nice not even protected. It's still at a risk of dooring by the cars, but you go up to here and it just gets cut off. So this is my hypothesis on NDG traffic. Buses stuck in traffic. It sucks to ride the bus. It sucks to bike also. It kind of sucks to walk sometimes also. And we could really make it much more pleasant for folks to bike, walk, take the bus. And there's a real possibility of a peace, of a quiet, of a smoothness, of a gentleness. We're in a very rush, harsh kind of design mentality, design philosophy around the way we design our transportation network in NDG. I think we can do better. And there's consultations happening right now, folks, I believe, around the plan de déplacement, plan local de déplacement. And there were consultations. There's a lot of material on the web. There's a map where you can populate it with sort of issues and points. And that's my stretch target here also, is to condense a little bit of these hypotheses and put them out there for consultation. Thanks so much for tuning in, folks. Michael Johnson, ndg360.com. See you later. Toodaloo.